Thank you for listening to your favorite podcast. Podcast?
Wrong.
Thank
Sige,
you for
pao mo na
listening.
lang yung
Ay,
intro.
naku, nagsimula na ako. Hindi makapagsimula ng podcast, nakakainis. Thank you for listening.
What?
Thank you for listening to your
nagpapan-
favorite podcast, and they won't shut up because I said I'm about to start this podcast, but they won't stop. Okay, I'm gonna do it again. Thank you for listening and watching, if you are on YouTube, to your favorite podcast. My name is CB, AJ, Captain Bug, whatever you want to call me. And in this podcast, we have... Introduce yourself. I'm tired of introducing you.
Jad here. As always.
Malja, hello.
Malja. And right now we're doing No, we're not doing Learn Filipino Pod. We're doing Afterflicks. We're doing Afterflicks. And as you see in the title, we're doing Eurovision. This is a Netflix original movie, only found in Netflix. Yeah, because it's Netflix original. And as usual, we're gonna review this movie, and it's gonna be so much fun because it's a comedy movie. Let's start with these people. What do you guys think about this movie? First off, wait, hold up. How are you guys doing, by the way? Jed, how are you doing?
Busy. Like really busy. It's,
Busy?
yeah.
Sleepy?
And my body clock has changed like totally. I wake up during nighttime and I'm asleep during the daytime.
Yeah, you're like an owl, like the owl behind you.
Right?
How about you, Malja? How are you keeping up?
I've just been back in our house for this month because I've been staying at my sister's, right? Babysitting
right.
for like a whole month.
That's right.
So now I'm trying to discover new stuff to do again, like sewing and doing some makeover in the room because I got nothing else to do. I don't have a
That's
job
right.
yet.
Yeah.
I felt
So-
so ashamed now. That's so productive of you.
All right. So like I said, we're doing Eurovision. This is a Netflix original movie. I want to hear from you guys. What do you think about the movie? Let's start with Malja. Malja, what do you think?
At first, I thought it was gonna be like some SNL skit just because Will Ferrell is there.
Oh yeah.
Like
yeah.
those just all wacky
Mm-hmm.
and all just I don't know, just really funny stuff. Not that it's not funny, but when I watched it, it's kind of like there's like some drama and serious and stuff, but it's still funny too at the same time.
How about you, Jed? Jed, what do you think about the movie?
You know, at first I really thought it's just, like I'd be laughing the whole time because Will Ferrell and Rachel Adams also has a lot of funny movies.
Mhm.
So I didn't expect that I would cry in the movie, and guess what? I cried the whole
Really?
time watching
Oh,
the
that's
movie. Yeah.
Wait, are we
I did not
talking about the same
expect
movie?
that-
'Cause
Yeah,
Just
I
wanna
mean,
make sure.
seriously, I did not expect that I would have or that I would feel that way watching it. And I'm not the only one who felt that way. My friend as well. She told me, yeah. I think 2 or 3 agreed that somehow you will understand it. It's a bit sentimental. Not a bit. It's really sentimental.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What do I think about this movie? If you guys want to know, I
So we don't.
I actually didn't like the movie. I'm gonna be honest. I'm
Well,
not a big.
I expected
Hey, this is my
that
moment.
from
Hold on. This is my moment.
Yeah.
I love you, Jen. Okay, so I did not like the movie. I'm not a big Will Ferrell fan. There's not really a lot of Will Ferrell movie that I love to watch. Like Elf. Elf is I think my number one Will Ferrell movie that I watch. I didn't like Talladega Nights or not even Anchorman. I didn't like Anchorman. So I for that reason, I think I enjoy most part of the movie. I actually find the movie really, really, what do you call this? Cliche, like a normal trope about the movies. or the
Mhm.
plot and the ending and things like that. But I didn't really find it really funny. But then again, I'm not a professional comedian, and he's a millionaire, so what do I know? What are you gonna say, Jed?
Since you mentioned it, it's a cliche. Well, yeah, overall, the movie is a cliche. I mean, I guess that's the purpose of it. I mean, you know, it's totally not meant to, um, like, it. I don't know if you watch Eurovision, like the real singing contest, but um, it's it's totally not serious. Like, not
Wait, there's a
even a
movie
little.
Eurovision.
No, it's
No,
not a
like
movie.
the
It's
real
a
thing.
singing contest. Like
Oh,
it,
oh,
It's a real
it was.
thing.
Yeah, it's a real thing. It's like The Voice or something, but this has started. I think it's the longest running singing contest, not
Yeah.
really?
just in Europe,
Hmm.
but the whole wide world. Like from 1956, and from that movie, they've shown ABBA, right?
Yeah,
Because
yeah, yeah.
ABBA has been discovered, yeah,
1970
from the
something.
Eurovision
Really?
singing
Oh,
contest. Yep, the Waterloo. That was their what do you
Winning
call it?
song.
Their piece. Yeah, they call it the winning song because I guess
Hmm.
the songs there are all original, and you gotta represent your country.
Hmm.
So it's like
mm-hmm.
a pageant. It's like a beauty pageant, but you just gotta sing. And in the Philippines, I guess we have the what do you call this? Like music laban, and I don't know, like yeah, you gotta write your song and
Mm,
compete.
mm.
And Celine Dion, I saw Celine Dion
In
too.
I
Eurovision?
didn't.
Joined, yeah, she joined
La
the
da
not
da
the
la
movie, but
la
she
la
joined the
la la.
contest.
Oh, la, 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 la. I thought that was in
What's this
Eurovision.
guy's name?
I know. Do you know the song that I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that
Oh,
was in Eurovision. I'm not even. I'm not even lying. I thought that
also,
was in Eurovision.
Yeah, he looks like that
yeah,
he
also
would be joining
Yeah.
Univision.
Okay.
CB. Like
Mm.
you might find it really corny, like you know how they did the like when they did the singing and all that, because Eurovision kind of really looked corny and like it's totally out of this world. Like they're like weirdos or something if
Yeah.
you watch the Eurovision.
Right. Right.
But could it be that they Will Ferrell like they made this movie because Eurovision, the real thing, couldn't hold the contest for 2020 because of the pandemic.
Oh, yeah, I think so. Because they stopped 2019, right? Because of the
Yeah.
COVID.
They
Mm.
Yeah, I guess that.
Yeah.
postponed it or canceled it.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Waka wants to say hi and show my. So say hi to them.
Oh,
Say hi.
hello,
Just.
Waka.
Hello.
All right.
Isn't he joining?
He might. He's thinking about joining with some other podcast. Okay, so let's talk about this. Who's your Let's start with your favorite cast, your favorite character in the movie, and the rule that we that I told you or that we talked about before is you don't get to pick the main character, but this time why not? I mean, there's not really a lot of that I know of.
Yeah.
There's not really a
Right.
lot of I mean, there's two main characters to be honest, not just Will
Mm-hmm.
Ferrell. Rachel McAdams is in there too. So yeah, let's see who you guys' favorite character. Let's start with Jed. Jed, who's your favorite character?
I'd say Rachel supersedes Will Ferrell or
Mhm.
Lark. Because you know the character of Sigrid here is like a typical woman who's so in love, you know,
Mhm.
and I kind of like relate to her since
Mhm.
you know if if I'm in love, like I would give my all, and yeah, she's just so I don't know. She has a big heart, and she just have these really lovely, um, sweet, pleasing personality.
That's a lot of
But
adjectives.
it was just pretty, and yeah, I mean they're all the same. But yeah, I mean like I don't know. I just find her just like a girlfriend material, wife material, kind of, and she's
Mm. That's big coming from you because you're not really sentimental.
oh my god.
I mean, I'm talking
You
about like
revealed, you know.
we talked about this all
Yeah,
the time. You're not, you're a
I
dead
know
romantic.
that's how you've known me. But like, really, if I mean, as a girlfriend, I'm a totally different person. Like, it's Yeah, is that
As a
Jed?
as a girlfriend, I hope I won't ever experience that.
Oh, guys, believe me, I'm a totally different person with the people
I
I
believe
love.
you. I believe you. I believe. How about you, Malja? Who's your favorite character?
The same. It's Rachel. Just because
She believes in elves.
What's her name?
that
What's her name in the show?
Just because
secret.
she believes in
Secret.
elves.
That's right.
Secret.
Secret.
But
Is
no,
that
like
secret with a T? With
With
a
a
T,
T.
with
right?
a
S
T,
I
yeah.
G R I T. Secret.
hmm But no, she's really like head over heels about
Mm-hmm.
Lars,
Lars.
even like compromising
Lars.
her own dreams and stuff,
Right.
not showing her talent of writing. She just lets Lars do like
Right.
everything,
Mm-hmm.
even
All
though
the
that means
sacrifices.
giving up on her own or
Yeah,
something.
on her own dreams.
Really
Yeah.
selfless, which I don't think I can do that. I can't do that.
I can't do
If
that.
you are in love, you'd be selfless.
Can't do that.
No, my favorite character is Sigrid too, and that's not because I'm following you guys. That's my opinion. And you guys already said the reason why we like her. But my second favorite character in that whole movie, I know he only showed a little bit here and there, is the guy who hates Eurovision.
Oh
I love
Victor?
it.
no, I think we're talking about the guy who loves the Yali. Wait, what's that song? What's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Yeah,
title?
yeah,
of it?
ding dong.
Yeah,
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 the
yeah,
Yaya
ding
Ding
dong.
Dong.
yes. Like Will Ferrell said, "Can we do Eurovision?" He's like, "No, yeah, yeah, ding dong." Like I love him.
Oh, the one who got the ticket.
Yeah, the guy is
Yeah,
always upset.
and even though they already won Eurovision, they're like, "Nope, we don't want Eurovision."
Play yeah, yeah, ding
Yeah,
dong.
yeah, ding dong.
So lovely. But Yaya Ding Dong, in all fairness, I mean it's a beautiful song. I
Yeah.
mean it will give you earworms. Like I want to keep singing this song.
Yeah, but that guy is really crazy about yeah, yeah, ding dong.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
He loves yeah, yeah, ding dong. Um, what? So, what do you? Let's go with a little different question here. Um, so I don't know if you guys are aware about Icelandic accent. What do you guys think about their
oh
accent?
yeah,
I
I
know it's a
really want to
comedy
talk about
movie.
it.
I know it's a comedy movie. And did you know that what's his name? The guy who played Erickson, Pierce Brosnan. He's the
Mhm.
father of Lars. So I didn't know that he's half Irish. So he has the Irish accent. I've
Yeah.
seen him in the Foreigner movie with Jackie Chan, and
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
did not like his accent there. But what do you think about their accent in as a Icelandic accent?
It was bothering me. It puts me
Really?
off. I can hear the Icelandic at times and then their American accents at
Mm-hmm.
times. So
Right.
I'm like, oh, there it is. Oh, there
Right,
it
right,
is.
right,
Like,
right,
That's
right.
the problem with getting actors or actresses that doesn't really speak the native language because they don't have the consistency. Like for a second they have the accent, but then they go back to their nature. But I'd say pretty much, I'm not sure, but there's one YouTuber. She's Icelandic, and I think the closest so far to having the accent is Rachel.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but the worst one is Lars' father. Like seriously, it wasn't sounding Icelandic. It's more like
it's like Irish or
I don't
mix of
I don't mean to
something.
offend, but sometimes you sound like a Filipino or like an Indian. I don't know, like
It's a combination of a
he
ton
was
of
like
accents.
idiot.
Idiot.
Yeah, it's kind of like mix of because when I
Right.
watch The Foreigner, that accent it kind of just like what
I
makes
don't
me
know if it
remind of
was
him.
done in purpose.
Mhm.
At some point, I was thinking it was done in purpose because it's used to movies or action movies, and it's like a
Yep.
really different side of him. Like, okay, he was a total joke in that movie, you know.
Right.
Well, it's a comedy movie, so
Yeah, I know,
Whatever he
right?
thought. Remember how I told you about the electricity?
Well, okay, so since we're making fun of him in this comedy movie, let's talk about some mistakes in the movie. What are your comments? Let me start, okay? Let me start. And you know me, I pay so much attention with movie mistakes, and it's even bothering me at times that I so pay attention with movie mistakes. It's not I don't even appreciate the movie anymore. But anyway, so I don't know. Do they have an Icelandic language?
Yeah, they
Okay,
do.
so this is what's bothering me, okay? And I know it's because it's an English movie, but how come they were talking in English, not in Icelandic language? You know what I mean? Like there's some parts of the movie that they were like in the beginning in
Me
the intro they
speaking.
were talking, in their language,
Mhm.
but nobody else is in there. No, except for the last part where when the Americans showed up. But how come they're not talking their Icelandic movie and a movie and language? And I get it because it's an English movie, but it kind of
It's gonna
bothers me a
be
little bit.
hard for the I don't think they can pull it off. I mean, it's gonna take really long for them if they're gonna
Mhm.
use the language.
Mm-hmm.
Aside from that, I mean, they would really drive more critics if
Mm-hmm.
they are going to really copy Icelandic, or they're really going to try to be, or acting to be Icelandic. But
Mhm.
I guess, they kind of like just mixed it just for us to know that, they have a different language. At the
Mm-hmm.
same time, they go more for English since, that's the majority of the audience. Also, it's going to like remove the part that it's a comedy if they're just going to do Icelandic and we'll just read the subtitle.
No, because
So
here's my thought. They could still do in English when they were in a competition because none of those people can speak Icelandic. Because there's a combination of a ton of different kinds of people in Europe. But if they're in their island, I would assume they would still speak in Icelandic. It's like in the movie. I think I mentioned this in the last podcast.
oh wait,
It's like in the
I mean,
movie Avengers, Age of Ultron, when they were in Russia, and the siblings are Russians, and they were talking to the cops. And how come they talked in English?
oh,
They're Russian cops. You know what I mean? Like, why didn't they talk in their language?
I think I have an answer to that because like what I mentioned earlier, the YouTuber
Mm-hmm.
who's Icelandic, I don't think that they just speak the Icelandic language
Mm-hmm.
alone. I think it's a mix. I mean, they speak good English too, and I think Icelandic is only for like like the native people or probably like just some certain areas in that country, or could be like the old people who uses
The
the
language.
language.
Mm.
Yeah, but I guess the I mean like this generation, I think they're already like using I mean English. I mean most of the countries are using the same language now. So
Mm. Maljo, did you notice any mistakes in the movie?
It's just the accent that puts me off. That's it.
The accent? Yeah.
Maybe they could have
that's
just
really
done
the
better
action,
with the accent,
Yeah.
especially
Yeah.
the
right?
dad of Lars. That's
Right. Um, me, I
Pierce
think like
Brosnan.
during the when the boat exploded
Uh huh.
and then all the contestants died, right? I mean, if that was a party for the contestants and whatnot, I mean, there should be like, won't they be questioning why only the contestants? Why are not the like those people who are like juries are like the one who's taking care of the contestants for Icelandic, like this girl with the white hair, a chubby girl with the white hair. I mean, like they're like what do you call this? They're a group of people who takes care of the competition. I mean, for of their representative, kind of.
Are we talking about the same
Why
movie?
weren't they included? I didn't. You remember the part where they were on the table discussing about
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
yeah.
yeah, the girl with
Why
the white
weren't they
hair. The
included? I
sweater.
mean, like
Oh yeah.
so that was so scripted, and the the song that Katiana sang, it's not so Eurovision. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it's really. I mean, it was really so American.
Hold up. Isn't
Yeah.
she Icelandic? How come she doesn't have the
No,
accent?
no, she's not Icelandic.
Well, cause the competition was whoever won in that competition where she died, it will be a
Oh,
representative
she's
for
supposed to be Icelandic in that movie.
right. How come she didn't have the accent?
That they missed that too.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, she
That was
didn't have
weird.
the accent. She has the American accent. Maybe she
Right.
Maybe
she
she's
could have
just
been
really there for the
born in
cameo or
For the
something.
America.
cameo, yeah, pretty much. What'd
She
you
could
say,
have
Jen?
been born in America, but yeah.
Oh, with the Icelandic blood. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. I get that. Okay. Am I the only one who thought that they were siblings? Because I thought they were siblings.
Oh, at first
Wait,
I
aren't
thought they were
they?
siblings.
No, they're
Like,
Like in
lovers.
the end, aren't they really?
No, they ended up being together. They kissed.
No, because I thought like
They had a
the
baby,
dad.
Malja, they had a baby together.
Yeah,
They
no, no,
had
no,
a
no, 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 no. Wait, no, 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 no. The mom of Sigrid and the dad of Lars. Are they
Oh, because
like
they were ex-lovers. I mean,
yeah?
Lars's father had been trying to like win Sigrid's mom's heart, but like what Lars' father said, we have like a misfortune of the what the what's their last name? I forgot.
Erickson?
But anyway, no, Sigrid's last name.
Oh, I don't know.
Something daughters, blah 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 daughter, kind of. But anyway, yeah, they're not siblings.
I thought they
They're
were.
not.
I thought, especially when
I
I
they were
thought
playing.
they were. I thought they were too.
And I
At the
thought,
start of
and,
it.
In
and,
the end, I thought
and
they were
also
in
I
the
thought
end.
because when they were kids, they look about similar age, and then when they grow up, freaking
Right.
Will Ferrell
Right.
is a lot older
When
than him.
they sang,
Dude,
Age so much.
dude, I was
when
so
they sang the Volcano Man
right.
song,
Oh gosh, that was
I,
so
I was about to cry when it's like, oh my god, how could they be so sweet siblings? And I was already thinking of my brother.
right.
And then when she talked to the elves and prayed that they will end up together and
And
that
have
they
babies.
could have children, that's when I realized, like, oh my god, they're not siblings.
Siblings. Right, and then it's the what do you call this? So it was so cringy, and this is not just because of their age, but because it's Will Ferrell and Rachel McAdams kissing. Like that was so
I know, right?
cringy. Like
Oh
the girl
god.
from The Notebook and the guy from whatever movie he makes. You know what I mean?
The guy
Like,
from Elf
uh,
and
the girl from
Also,
the girl from
Phoebe,
Mean Girls.
yeah,
I
kissing.
think they did it on purpose. How Will Ferrell and Rachel McAdams would give us this idea that they're siblings. Because like in the movie, if you noticed, there were several times that they were asked, "Is she your sister or
Yeah.
your brother?" Not really.
And they're like,
Not
probably
really, yeah.
not.
Right.
Maybe not, because it's just a small town.
Maybe
so,
not.
maybe.
So
Right.
another mistake that I found, and it bothered me a lot towards the end of the movie. So Will Ferrell left, right? He
Yeah.
hopped in the plane, and the flight took a while. And then when he came back, it was a fast
It was
flight.
so fast.
It was fast. I'm like, because the
It
whole
was a
thing was
jet.
just, I know, because the whole thing was just because they were just waiting before the next segment, the final happens, and he was still in
Considering
Iceland.
it
And then
wasn't planned. Considering
No,
it
I
wasn't
know.
planned.
I know, and it's funny because the drive from the airport to the building is a lot longer than the flight. I'm like, why? That bothered me a lot. I'm like, I was after that whole thing when he got out the airport. I was like, that was really fast, and I kept thinking about it. I wasn't even paying attention to the movie because I was thinking, how is that possible?
'Cause
Like,
I think that was already like the finals night
Mhm.
when like or that same day was the finals, right? And it
Mhm.
was like, oh my god, how did he arrive
right? It
Yes.
was so quick.
the same day? Yeah.
What'd you say, Malja?
Nothing?
Oh, I thought you were saying something. What else? Did you guys notice any more?
I think it could be a
Mhm.
short trip too. I mean, when he went to when he got back to Icelandic, like the following day, he was already out fishing.
Yeah, but it was at night and then in the morning. I don't know. I feel like that flight should have been a lot longer than what it's supposed to be.
Yeah,
Um,
maybe he took a jet. I don't know.
Or he teleported.
Never
I don't know. I don't know.
Like where was the contest held again?
Edinburgh. Edinburgh,
Okay.
whatever that place in Edinburgh.
Oh,
People from
where's
Edinburgh, if they're listening to us,
I
you
think
don't know
it's
where
far
we're from.
from
Scotland.
Icelandic.
Sorry.
They're in Scotland. So Scotland from Iceland, it's probably longer than it's supposed to be. 5 hour flight.
Oh my. Oh. Well, okay, and we're not counting like the car chasing
Yeah,
and
so
the,
that's about 5 hour flight.
and the swim he made, the remarkable swim.
Right. The remarkable swim.
Yeah, they're like in the middle.
Yeah, and he
Yes.
even went he even went to the elves, and there was a tragedy, right? When that guy got killed by the elves.
Oh my
The guy
gosh.
who was trying to kill
That
him,
was
Right.
so good.
That's right.
and he
He's like,
even managed to bring something for the elves. Like he,
right.
Like
Oh, we got
Victor died like from a single stab from the elves from a
yeah,
small
yeah,
knife.
So,
right.
Malja, what do you think? You were I when I hopped in the call, I heard you were talking about uh what's her name? The girl that died from the explosion.
Oh,
Tatiana?
Tatiana.
Yeah, yeah. What do you think about her cameo?
Not really necessary.
Not really necessary. I know the. I mean the fact.
Oh my
Okay,
god, he
the
turned into a ghost, right?
right. Okay, the singing part is
Yeah.
fine, but turning to a ghost,
Mhm.
that was like, I think that's a Will Ferrell idea. I think that is a Will
Mhm.
Ferrell idea, to
And
bring her in there.
and the part, you're not a really helpful ghost.
You're not really helpful, though.
Because I really thought the
It's like
guy was,
warning and then
I thought the villain was still alive when Katana's, is it
Showed up.
Tatiana or Tatiana, when
Tatiana.
when the ghost
Yeah,
reappeared. I thought
Katiana.
for
It's
a
Katiana.
second, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I thought for a second I thought that there's another tragedy, like someone's
Mm-hmm.
going to, or a
someone
twist.
else.
Right, right.
And yeah, so I love how when Will Ferrell said like, "You're a ghost. You should have known."
And then she said, "Oh," and then she just disappeared. I'm like,
Right.
That he's just not a helpful ghost because
You're
you're a
not
ghost, right?
Right,
I mean,
right.
you could go different places. You could have
Mhm.
seen it.
Another thing that I noticed, not just in this movie, but in every movies, and you notice this a lot in a lot of movies, that how come? So, what's his name? Alexander, and what's the name of the girl? The girl that seducted Will Ferrell.
Oh, that
The one
girl.
from Greece.
Yeah, that chick. Is that Rachel? Is that her name? Oh, I don't know. I don't even know.
No.
I
Um,
forgot her name.
but so that girl, right? So she plotted something bad to Will Ferrell. And I noticed this with a lot of movies. It's weird. Like, it's like they did something bad, right? And then afterwards they're good. Like just like nothing happened. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like in a
Yeah.
lot of movies, someone did something bad, and then
But
towards the end of the movie, when everything is okay, no legal actions that happen, or no, not, I'm not, like I'm not mad at you anymore. Like what? It's
well,
weird.
for me, she's not really like the type of character like in any other movies that's exaggerated. Has this exaggerated character, like she was really planning it all out. I mean, she was just really flirty. She was just
Mhm.
Mhm.
trying to, like have a one night stand with Will Ferrell, but she really didn't mean to like break Rachel's heart or plan it so that
I think she was planning to plot that whole thing where they fight and they be, not be together anymore. I think that was
Like
the whole
trying to
plan.
break the
Yeah, I
Fire
think they're
Saga
trying to break
band.
them
you
apart.
are so judgmental.
No,
No,
I think that's what's going on, because I
she
don't think
wasn't even aware. Like she was.
no, but
Or
because I don't think
I think she was just playing around.
no, but I don't think she's
Kinda.
into Will Ferrell though,
No.
because I don't think they slept together.
She just wanted to have.
Well, because okay, think about this in a girl's perspective. Hold on, that this guy and a girl are together, okay, and they're together. They live in one apartment. Not necessarily like I don't even care if they said, "Oh, we're siblings" or we're not, whatever. But the girl has a feelings for a guy, and then you will slip in the middle of the night, lay down.
She was just
with a guy?
being bitchy. That's it.
Yeah,
Maybe
because they're
she was
trying
just
to.
helping
Let it go. She
the
was
Russian
just
dude.
being
The
a
Russian-
flirt.
Alexander, yeah, because
with her plot.
she likes Alexander.
I think
Yeah.
I think they're used to it. I mean, for a second, I thought they already know each other longer than they've known the other contestants. Like she knows what this Lansov does all the time, or like
Mhm.
what he likes,
Mhm.
and I think she's aware that Lansov is bisexual, or I
I don't
guess
know.
it's
I don't know.
gay.
I just noticed that with a lot of movies, like Loki in Avengers. Like he killed
Yeah,
Coulson,
kinda.
and then after what Endgame, we're good. Like, no,
Right.
bro.
And
Well, no,
in real life, you cannot change a person
no.
overnight.
Yeah, not because
Yeah.
something good happened afterwards. It's not okay.
Exactly. And I always believe that people don't change. Like, yeah, they could be good, but eventually they go back to their nature.
Si ate may hugot. Okay, so let's move on.
Like,
Do you
really,
guys
that's
have
proven and tested.
you
People
have
don't
a
change.
alter motive? Okay, did you guys notice anything else?
Mm.
What else?
Let's go with quotes. Let's go with famous quotes. I'm gonna. Do you guys have any quotes or lines that you like a lot that you find funny? Um,
Um,
I
The
the
have one.
fountain
funny
scene got a
funny
lot.
lines there were a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah.
I'd say.
Go ahead. You guys want to do? Let's do lines and then let's do scenes. Um,
Okay.
I have two lines that I love, and it's from Will Ferrell. He said, "Anger can't turn the butter." I'm like, when I heard that,
Oh
I was
yeah.
laughing so hard. I'm like, what?
What the?
Anger can't turn butter. And then the second one, and when he said, "I'll just leave the knife in case you have to do more murders."
Or murders. Oh, that was really epic. That was so
Yeah,
epic.
with all his fingerprints all over the knife. Good job, Will Ferrell.
He said, "I'll just leave the night here just in case you want to do more murders." That was so funny. When I watched that, I had to rush because I was watching it with my wife, and I had to rush typing it. I'm like, what did he say? What did he say? Yeah. What do you guys have any favorite lines? I think Jed mentioned about "You're a ghost and you're a something horrible" by Demi Lovato.
Yeah.
That was really funny too.
Oh yeah, yeah. This ghost is not helpful. But
Right.
I think the touchy line was when he said the perfect song isn't the winning song, but a song that comes from the heart.
Ugh.
Because like his life, all his life, he wanted to just have this
Just win.
perfect song.
Mhm.
Yeah, he wanted to win the Eurovision, and he like dedicated his entire life to make that winning song. But there were a lot of funny lines, like the Starbucks for the Americans.
Mhm.
The whole
And
convo
The
and
whole
the fountain
conversation
scene.
with the Americans,
Right,
yeah,
dude.
it's so funny
all,
because
all the
I think
yeah,
I think the reason why it's funny because we know Will Ferrell is American. You know?
right, that too. I think
Talking-
everything that he said to the Americans were funny. And like how he was how he was deceiving the Americans just to give him a ride. Like, he was so upset with them, and he was like, "Hey, best friends."
Right. And no, because
God, that was
didn't he
so
even say? Didn't he even say? I think I thought he said, "Go visit Iceland. You're gonna love it there." And then he said, "No, actually, don't visit us," or something
Don't
like
visit
that.
You're gonna get killed by elves.
You're gonna get killed.
We don't want you there. And then when the Americans visited Icelandic finally during the last part of the movie, and he was still like trying to shoo them away. Like,
Mhm.
Right.
we don't want you here. We're not happy here.
Malja, what's your
No, but the Americans still think that he's just joking. They just keep laughing.
I
at
know,
him.
right? That makes it more funnier because they're like he's calling them stupid and idiots, and like
Mhm.
you're proving our point. It's like you're proving the
Oh,
point.
there's another one, CB. Like when he was captured, and then when this policeman said, "I always thought you were weird, Lars. My brother said you're weird." And then Lars said, "Your brother rode the horse
The horse
backwards."
backwards to school.
Oh yeah, backwards to school.
It's like your brother is
yeah.
weirder than me, bro.
That's right. Let's do. Do you have any lines, or you want to go with scenes, Malja, Maurice, Mendoza? I love that you put
I
your
should
whole name
probably
in
go
the.
with the scenes instead.
Yeah, I know. I
Yeah.
regret that. I should change
I know.
that.
What's your favorite
scenes.
scene, Malja?
Oh no! When they started singing their last song in
Aw.
the contest, the Eurovision, and then when she it was Sigrid's composed song,
Oh
right?
yeah, yeah.
And then she started singing in Icelandic as well.
That's right. Wait,
Oh,
did you? Am I the only one who had a? What is that movie with? You know this movie, Jed, because you love Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga.
Oh, A Star Is Born.
Yeah, I had a little feeling of Stars Born in that movie, and especially in that
right,
part.
yeah.
I'm like, tell me
Yeah,
something,
that part.
girl. I'm like, oh, A Star Is Born. I like that. I like that. Good job, Malja. Good job. You're showing that you. Yeah, I love that movie. I saw Lady Gaga's butt.
I never watched it.
I'll watch it. You
Oh
will
wait,
cry.
there's butt.
it. You're
Okay, I'm
gonna-
gonna watch it.
Yeah, you
That's
should watch
more
it.
tear jerking than this movie.
Oh yeah, a lot more.
Okay, I'm gonna watch it for
I
the
just
butt.
have a different
Yes.
point of view of
Just
this
skip it.
movie. That's why I cried.
Skip it to that part. I'll give you the
Can you give
timestamp.
me the
The
yeah? Okay,
timestamp. Yeah. Okay.
thank you.
How about you, Jeff? What's your favorite scene?
The part where he was trying to make his ding dong look big, like
The what?
what are you? Like, when
Ding dong.
when they're about to join I guess the contest in Icelandic,
Mhm.
and then Sigrid was like, "What are you doing?" And Lars says, "Oh, I just want my ding dong to look bigger." And then just like,
Sigrid was
"Why?
like,
Should I like do the camel? Oh yeah,
yeah,
that's
what's
classic.
it? I don't get it. What's a camel? What's she talking about?
Camel toe." And she was like, "Should I do the camel?" And then,
You didn't get that?
yeah, that's why she was doing it with her pants. And then Lars said something like, "It's
Oh my
never out of
God.
style."
For the
It's
first
never
time
out
in
of style.
forever, I was so
Yep.
innocent in that
It's all
scene.
about camel toe.
Gosh.
Yep. That was funny. That was good.
Yeah.
That was good. My favorite scene is, and I know this is shallow because we saw it coming. I saw it coming, but I thought it was still funny when the whole ship exploded and like that means we're going
Oh,
Eurovision.
yeah.
Yeah.
I know that
I mean,
too.
it
Oh,
sucks
wait,
for
we
the
feel
people
bad.
that
We're
died,
supposed to
but
feel bad.
No, I know. He was pretending to be concerned about the people who died. but,
Yeah.
Ah,
you know,
Yeah.
his heart wants to rejoice.
right. I thought that was really funny. I mean, we saw it coming, but it's like it was. I didn't see the explosion happen. Like I don't know. I was thinking about this whole thing. I'm like, okay, so they did horrible. How are they gonna go to Eurovision? And then all of a sudden, boom, with the hand,
Right.
Yeah.
just a hand flying. I'm like, oh, okay, that's how you do it.
No,
Yeah,
and
I
then there's
thought
like
they never make it.
in
But,
the building where
Uh-huh.
all the producers or something of the show from Iceland were like, so they're gonna go, but they're really really bad. They suck so bad, and then
Right,
they're
and
like
they're
right
old.
next to them.
Yeah.
They're like they
saw
don't care
that one.
whatever they say, but they're like smiling really
Right.
I
big.
found that really funny. I found that really funny too, because like they were talking bad against them, but they were there.
They
You
were
know,
right there.
I did
And
not
they don't
expect
care.
them to be there.
And
Like,
they don't care. Yeah. But did they win? Did they win the Eurovision?
no, they were disqualified because
right.
They changed the song and
That's
they were singing in a different language as well.
That's right. They did this well.
Oh, there's another one, CB.
Mm.
Like when they were recording, and then Lanza blew a kiss to Sigrid, and then Lars also blew a kiss back to Lanza.
Remember when they were at the party at Alexander's house
Mm-hmm.
and Alexander was like, what do you call that in English? Like greeting Sigrid with a kiss and stuff, and Lars was trying to do it too, but like awkwardly because at first
Oh,
it was
yeah.
just a handshake. They're like, oh, let me kiss you too, let me kiss you.
Oh, the
Yeah.
beso. The beso thing.
Yeah, how do you say
yeah.
that in English?
I don't know. It's just a beso. It's like a
The
cheek to
cheek
cheek. Cheek to cheek.
Cheek to cheek.
I think my favorite
Oh,
part is
cheek.
this the statues has big
It
penises.
looked like you. All right.
Like, oh, you think he's compensating? No, it's actually true. And it's like, oh, okay. It actually looks
And there's
that.
like 3 or 4 statues of that.
Yeah, and even in his room, in the entranceway with
Oh my
two
God.
statues of his face, and then Alexander was pretending, oh, I never noticed that looks like me. I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah. The part where they did the sing along, it was
Mhm.
like a pitch perfect kind of scene,
Yeah. That's
right?
when I first
Mm.
thought of it.
mm.
But no, when he was saying that those are Greek statues, and I'm like, those are not Greek statues.
Those are-
Greek statues that not have that.
No, they don't. Like exactly. Like if you go to a
Yeah.
museum or Google the Greek statues, they have small
Mhm.
penises. Like,
Like,
ooh, what
like
is that? Oh,
Very
man.
dangly.
he was like really dangly compared to the Greek statues, you know.
The elephants will be like, how do you drink with that?
Oh god.
Oh gosh. All right. And I think that's it. Do you guys have anything else about this movie before we end it? The last
Me,
part
I
is,
wanna
yeah.
I wanna explain why I cried.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Most of
Why
the
did you cry?
parts in that movie. Because it's like it's like a drama or an emotional movie, sugar coated with humor. Because like they were all just having this comedy scenes, but like if you're gonna think about Lars' life entirely, is full of insecurities and he felt so little, and he was just trying to get his father's respect and all that, and like the feeling that you think people think of you as a loser, and you'd be like, one day I'm gonna win this Eurovision. I'm like, seriously. And how Sigrid is so secretly in love with Lars. Like she was just there the whole time,
Mm-hmm.
supporting Lars all the way, um, even if it's gonna break her heart.
I don't
That part is
think
a little
that
dark.
love is that so secret.
Or I
It's just
guess
like
Lars
it's not
is
that
just so
obvious
insensitive.
to Lars
Oh
that
no.
because he's so focused on
Yeah.
Eurovision that
Yeah,
he
Mm-hmm.
did
yeah,
not
I
see that
think so.
Sigrid is so
Yeah.
in love with him and stuff.
Sigrid secret. That's kind of hard. What's Sigrid's secret? I don't
Yeah,
know.
but no, there's like a scene that was really touching. That's when Lars left after their last performance
Is
when
it
they
the
where
boat
they
scene?
fell, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or they fell, and they still
Oh,
kept
oh yeah,
singing.
that
That
one.
one is really touching too. But
Mm-hmm.
when Sigrid came back to the area where all the others
Contestants.
are and to watch the points and stuff, and you saw that some countries are voting for giving points to Iceland, that was really touching.
I know. I
I
know.
like that.
Yeah. Points
I'm
for
like, oh,
Iceland.
please take.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're like
And
giving hope to Iceland and stuff.
and Lars was so heartbroken that he's not paying attention. He's not answering phone calls. He's just leaving. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And and I was like, why aren't you answering your phones? And he didn't know. He didn't know that they voted him, right? He had
Yeah,
no
he didn't
idea.
Right,
know until the
Mm,
guy in the boat told them that
right, right.
Iceland got
right. And
in.
they
That
were
was
like,
good.
why didn't you say so? I thought you didn't care. And like the whole time he was there and he was listening to the conversation, but he
Exactly.
only just mentioned it like it was too late.
It was funny.
Isn't it like the same guy in the pub where
In
they're
the
all
bar.
drinking and watching the TV?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like who
Yeah,
begged them to change this channel to
Yeah,
yeah.
that
It's
was
the same
touching too.
guy.
That part was touching too. When
Mhm.
he's
Right.
like, "I know they suck, but they are our,
Yeah, exactly.
our
Yeah.
They are
Iceland."
our
Yeah,
own shit.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Let's taste our
Right.
own medicine. Come on.
Let's taste our own. Because
Right.
at first they
Right.
were
Right.
laughing
I
at
love
him.
that.
When they joined
Yeah.
the first part, they were laughing
Hmm.
at him, and
He's
his
one of the
dad.
Yaya Ding Dong fan.
No. Okay, well, let's rate this movie and from 1 to 10, and also if you would recommend this to people if they enjoy watching it. Let's start with Jed. Rate this movie.
Okay. Well, I'm not a Eurovision fan, but I'd probably rate this 8 or 9. I was entertained, yeah, for
Mm-hmm.
real. I was entertained. But if you're a Eurovision fan, you could probably appreciate, considering that some of the characters there during the sing along scene,
Those were
those were
like the
really
winners.
contestants.
Mm-hmm.
They were,
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, they
really?
were
Mhm.
part of the
Yeah.
Eurovision contest.
Oh.
The girl with this the I don't want to say fat, the chubby girl.
Okay.
Yeah, she was there. That gay with the beard was there. I mean,
Oh,
and
yeah, yeah.
the guy, the violin guy was there too. I mean, that was so nice how they have
The real contestants be part of the
decided,
movie.
yeah, how they have
Even
decided to
the singing voice of Rachel
McAdams,
McAdams.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, she's like one of the winners in
Yeah, because
Eurovision.
I read that she
Oh,
didn't
the
sing
one
any of
who
them. Yeah.
Molly, the
Yeah, yeah,
singer.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know she's part of it, but
Yeah.
yeah, I only
She's
knew
like the
she's
singing voice
Icelandic.
of
Rachel
Eager.
I know
McAdams,
she's
yeah.
Icelandic, but I didn't know she's part of the Eurovision. So there, if I think any Eurovision fan would enjoy this movie. But if you're Icelandic, you could probably have a lot of critics, or I mean, you could really criticize
Mm-hmm.
the
Yeah.
accent and all
Yeah.
the other stuff they have about Icelandic. Uh, so there, but as a normal person,
That's a normal viewer.
as an ordinary person who don't watch Eurovision, I'd go for 8 or 9, right?
Really? Oh, okay.
Probably.
All right.
Yeah.
How about you, Malja?
I enjoyed it.
Me.
No, you.
No.
No, for me it's a 7.
7. Okay. All right. Would you
And
recommend it to people
but
though?
I would still recommend it because
Mm-hmm.
of the production and the singing,
Right.
because they're really good.
Right. I love the song.
Especially the duet between the girl and the guy with the beard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
I like their duet.
Yeah.
Like I can still I couldn't I can I how do you English that? My God.
You can what?
Don't know the best. What are you talking about?
No, I still couldn't figure out who was the one singing the whistle. Those
Oh,
two.
I mean, it's the
They
whistle.
have, like they both have a high note, but there's one that's like
Oh,
higher.
Oh, okay.
Is it the guy with the beard?
Okay.
I think the guy with the beard, because the girl kind of have the low pitch tone or something, kind of. Wait,
Kind
let
of.
me.
Really?
I forgot.
So
What's remarkable for me was the other girl, the one who went down the stairs.
Yeah, the one with the black dress.
Yeah, she has this very low pitch, but it's awesome.
The one with
Yeah.
the boobies showing too.
Yeah.
I don't remember that. I think I skipped that part.
That
You
was
don't remember the boobies? Oh my
fascinating.
gosh.
I would go with Malja. I'll give this a 7, maybe 6.8. I did not enjoy the movie. I wasn't really a big fan.
I expected that from
Yeah,
you.
and I wouldn't even recommend it to people. I wouldn't even tell people I saw the movie. They're like, "Hey, have you seen Eurovision?" Nah, probably not.
I don't think. I mean, for men, I don't think it's. I mean, most men would kind of feel ashamed watching that movie because it's kind of corny. But for women, I guess they'd enjoy it. You know.
No, I mean, I'm kidding, of course. I'll tell people that I've seen it, and I'm gonna tell them I didn't enjoy it. It's a different kind of humor, you know what I mean? Like Will Ferrell has a different kind of humor, compared to other comedians like Adam Sandler or other comedy movies.
Yeah.
Especially with Paul Blart, that guy. I
Mhm.
forgot his name. Him is more like a hitting or face plant comedy, but Will Ferrell has a different kind of I don't know, funniness. So yeah, I didn't really
He
enjoy.
looks so serious, but I find him funny still. Like even if he doesn't speak a word.
I like
I don't know.
Exactly.
I thought
He's
I
so
thought he
funny.
was funny when he was dissing Americans. You know, all his diss and all his funny comments with Americans. That was really funny. But the rest is just like, oh, okay, whatever. I'll give it a 7, maybe 6.8. That's about it.
Oh my god! Just make
Yeah,
it 7.
but still,
it
I thought
7.
you would give it like a 5 or something. Because
No,
you said you
I'll
did
give
not
it a
enjoy
no,
it.
because excuse me, I like that was bad. I like Rachel McAdams. And I like the songs. I kind of like the storyline, and then the touchy scenes. Even though I didn't cry.
Do you think you'd probably like rate this higher if it wasn't Will Ferrell?
If it was, that was a really
if
good
it-
question.
If
I don't
it's
think. I don't think there's any other character that can play it though. I think that character was made for Will Ferrell. Like
Yeah.
I can't think of
So,
any other because of the humor that it provides. I can't think of any
uh-huh.
other characters that would play it as a comedian. Like I don't think Jim Carrey will pull that off. You know what I mean?
Mm-mm.
Or
No,
not
not
even.
him.
I mean, Adam Sandler can sing, but I don't think he would wear those kind of costumes and sing
No.
those kind of songs. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I think that's a
this is a
Will.
perfect fit for Will Ferrell.
Mhm.
Also, he has to be a character that's you're like a grown up person and you're still living with your parents and
Right,
like
right.
a person who care less about the world like
Mm-hmm.
or
Yeah,
who
not
doesn't know
even
how to fall in
yeah,
love
not
or
even
something.
Steve Carell can pull that off, you know?
Yeah, it's a
So
perfect character.
yeah, it's a perfect character for him, but I don't know, it's just the type of humor that he does that I
Mm-hmm.
didn't enjoy. Um which is funny cuz he kind of did the same thing with Elf. And he can sing. Will Ferrell can sing cuz this is not the only
Mm-hmm.
movie that he sang. Um so yeah, maybe 6.8, 7. I'll give it that because of Rachel McAdams. I like Rachel McAdams. Um that's about it.
How about the Volcano Man song?
The
What can you say
Volcano
about the
Man
Volcano?
song.
Yeah.
I wish the volcano erupted while they're singing this song.
The
The
song
song was
No, I'm just
good.
kidding. The
the
song, I
melody was
don't know.
okay. The melody is really fine,
Mhm.
but if you're gonna listen to the lyrics of the song and his Will Ferrell's face, oh my god, he
In the
was so
beginning, my
serious the
God.
whole time. He was so serious, like
Uh-huh. Or his
it's like
kid,
this.
or his kid
The
version.
song
You
of
know,
his life.
in the beginning of the movie when he was a kid, and there's a bunch
Uh-huh.
of family, and he was dancing. I'm like, this is
Mm-hmm.
so awkward. What is
Because
happening?
he's meant to be weird,
Yeah, I
right?
know. Yeah,
Meant to
that's
be
his
a
comedy,
weirdo.
being weird. Um, I think that's it. I think that's it for us. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for Jed and Malja for being here. Hey, Malja, thank you for being here. We appreciate. We miss you being in a podcast. I'm kind of sick and
Right.
tired of being with. I'm just kidding. I'm not
I'm
sick
so
and tired of being.
tired
No,
seeing CJ.
I
Right?
enjoy being with Jed and doing podcasts. But yeah, um, we'll catch you guys later. Do you guys have anything else to say? Any plug where people can find you and things like that? Just do it, Jed. Do it, Jed.
Anywhere you find CB, you'll find me. Yeah, I wish to plug this streaming, but I'm kind of like, oh, am I really gonna do the
No, we don't. We
like
don't say that. We don't say that app. We don't say that app in this podcast. Not ever.
not
No.
Not
yeah,
anymore. Never again.
and we've talked about it, right? We've
Yeah.
talked about it.
Yeah, we talked about
Anyway,
it.
just wherever you find CB on social media,
You can
you'll
find her.
definitely gonna
Yeah.
find me. Yeah.
Are you gonna say the same thing, Malja?
No, I just have my
You find
Instagram
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead, Malja.
and yeah, Instagram. And I don't want to plug my TikTok. Just Instagram.
Instagram. What is it?
It's Malja
Maybe curious.
03 MALJA 03.
Oh my
MILJA03. There you go. And
Yeah,
it's the
my
same
TikTok
thing. I think
is-
it's the
I
same
felt
thing. in TikTok.
ashamed with my
It's
Jed
embarrassing.
90. I felt ashamed with my Jed 90 and the Jediah Bolotero, and you'd be like, what? Is she giving a code? Is this a promo code?
A promo code, yeah. Go to I don't even know. But you can find me oh yeah, the I
Everywhere.
almost said the Maximum Filipino Show again. The Gum Fam Show for Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, all that. Charbait, I don't even care. No, we don't have that. The Gum Fam Show, not Gam. It's the Gum Fam Show. And also, you guys can follow the Maximum Filipino Show, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Did I say YouTube? All that.
I
All
think
that stuff. All that stuff. You guys can follow us. Again, thank you so much for being here. We enjoy you guys' company, and I hope we hope you enjoyed this podcast. Make sure to rate, share, and tell your friends about this. And put a comment in it if there's any conversation that you guys want us to talk about. Any original movies from Instagram, from
any suggestions?
Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime, Disney Plus, all of that. Just let us know. We will make a review for it. And any suggestions for Filipinos, anything that you want us to tell you, or shout outs, or anything like that, just let us know. And to me, CB, Captain Bug, AJ, And to Jed and Malja, thank you guys so much for being here. We appreciate you guys. Bye. Say
Bye.
bye. Say bye. Say bye.
Bye.
Bye. There you go.
Hooray.